And welcome back. I've been working a little bit on things. I got this all filled in with the trapdoors and stuff. And I just went up to the village, the real one, rather the original. The place I kidnapped these people from. And grabbed some of their food. So that'll help this along. And since I was grabbing food, I grabbed some bread. I figured I would try feeding these guys, and we'll see if we can maybe get any more different villagers. I've also got, at this point, more than enough door. The way this thing works. The inside track is 37 doors, the same as the number of reeds, actually. But since this is here, it's 37 times 3, which is like 111, and then plus these 36 is 147. And then the outer is, because there's torches, it's just 2 stacks, so 128 and 147 is 275, which means this should be about right. And so now that I've given them some food, I can go ahead and fill in the doors. However quickly or not. It's actually faster overall to kind of shift sneak while doing this. Partly because with shift held down I don't accidentally open a door, which just bugs me, and it's just kind of hard to move at full speed and then also smack a door down every time I need to. But it won't even matter that much until there's like 10 of these things. 10 villagers. By which point I'm also going to have 4 of them locked up to maintain. The doors are an element. With the doors arranged this way, the middle of the village is the big bunch of water in the middle, feeding down into the iron factory. But yeah, the doors kind of dictate the center of the village, and the spread of the villagers also helps, so I need to have 4 of them locked up to prevent, if they all clump on one side, I start getting iron golems just kind of happening, and those aren't easy to get rid of, partly because it's not that hard to get rid of one, you know, if you have an bow and arrows. But once you get rid of one, all of the future ones that you run into are already mad at you, so it's easier just to not have them spawn up here. They can spawn within the waterfalls and just fall down in the lava, and I never have to hear from them. So having the doors all set up like this, gets those 2 to start breeding, which for all I know they're doing it by now. Yeah, it looked like one was looking down. They might have a kid. That'd be good. And B, getting the doors in here this early gets them kind of accustomed to the doors being where they are. It lets them... The village seems to take a little while to kind of settle in, if that makes any sense. It's not just something you can build and it instantly works perfectly. It needs a little time to saturate every element of something. I don't know. I just know that in the beginning I can get weird things happening that you'd think wouldn't happen based on the layout. So the sooner I can get all of this together, and yet after I've got those two in here, because otherwise there's no good way to get them in. You can't just drive them up in a boat to the door, because there's 275 doors and they're going to wander around opening and closing each one. There's no good way to get them into the system once the system is built. But at this point it's pretty evident where the boundaries of the village are. And, well, here now it's done. And you've had a kid who looks a lot like both of you. Congratulations. It's not illegitimate. It's, however, not what I wanted you to make. So, try that again. In other news, let's see. Oh, yeah, thinking about it, I was going to feed them coal. Because I have some coal. These guys wanted 18 and 19. Which I guess just means they want 37. I could probably just, I don't think it'll hurt anything. They also still have bread, so they'll just be able to do that too. What counts is that I get a couple emeralds and it looks different somehow. Oh well. Alright, so they got food and they've got vocations, careers. Either way, they should be doing stuff soon. Oh, this is coming along. I've got like 48 of them that I just have picked up in the process of planting all the new ones. I don't know, I could start turning the stuff into paper and just stashing it to have for later. What are you... You're being boring. That's not good. Come here. Look. Singles in your area. Except for real. Which I don't even know if those adverts are for real. They might be, I don't care. As much as people joke about them, they're either real and no one's found out, or... So like there's that one prince in Nigeria who has all this money no one will let him give out. Which is a bit of a shock to the Nigerian government since they haven't got a monarchy, but... Never let facts ruin a good story, I guess. Yeah, so waiting on this to happen. And still waiting on this to happen. I could, in fact, just dump all of this bread on these people. And they would probably distribute it amongst themselves. My issue is I don't know if... I know if they see someone who hasn't got enough food, they'll throw food to him. I don't know if that's at their own expense, so I don't know if I'm going to wind up with like 4 or 5 villagers who each have 2 loaves of bread and therefore can't do anything. I just want these 2 to talk about something and give me... I could really use like a farmer. Or a librarian, I could take that, I guess, because that'll let me just have all the emeralds. Come on, do stuff. Oh, you did. Good. What'd you did? You did a... What is with you people? Your family tree does not fork. Whatever. Bright size, statistically, no, it doesn't matter. It's too small a sample size. Still, there's a chance that at least one of the 2 new ones is a weaponsmith, which would get me stuff I've been waiting for. Oh. No, you still should have one or the other. You still have bread or you still have career stuff. I don't care which. Okay, so that was all one day. That's kind of cool. Oh, and here's where it gets a little weird, because, like, technically right now I could just lock up all 4 of them and have a perfect village. And then nothing would ever mate ever again. So my question is going to be whether to lock up the next 2 and just leave 2 breeding, or get up toward 10 and then start locking them up. I'm never sure how to do that. It probably doesn't matter that much if a golem winds up in here. I don't think it'll affect anything in the long run. I can probably find a way to kill it without getting in trouble. It would help if I had a bow. Which means what I really kind of need is a fishing rod. That would help a lot. Because then I can catch bows and strings and more fishing rods and possibly books like mending to keep the fishing rod working. Yeah, you're short. I don't care. Hi. You know, I don't know what those 2 are up to, so... hang on to these for later. Actually, I've got enough to do this. So one way or the other, I'll just keep this as an emergency food, I guess. Something should end up breeding. Maybe give me something that's not a blacksmith. I could really use a farmer would be good. Because I'm not that worried about them using up the carrots. I can go get more carrots if that's what happens. Although I'm not sure what I'm going to do at that point. Maybe just quickly go somewhere and grow 400 of them. I don't know. Yeah, dudes, no, wrong, bad. What's wrong with you people? I'll figure it out, I suppose. What else could I be doing? Well, I guess more productive, if not more interesting to watch, would be, I don't have any wood. Just give me a bunch of these, I'm going to need them. And then put these somewhere, like, away. And, actually that was a really stupid place to put that. Yeah, let's put it here. Go, start tearing out more of this stuff. I came through and got all of the soft shovel stuff a minute ago. Well, 20 minutes ago. But technically I'm wasting a diamond pickaxe up here. In the sandstone, it doesn't really matter what pickaxe you use. I think you could use wood and it would just go away. The stone and bits of coal and whatever take a little longer with a stone pickaxe, but I'm not that worried about it right now. Kind of treating the leveling of the island as sort of a passive hobby. It's just what I get to when I have time, or nothing better to do, or however you look at it. But the diamond shovel is good because even if it is wearing out at this point, it's way faster than iron or stone shovels. Lasts a lot longer and is immeasurably faster than punching dirt with my hands. I don't know what they're up to. I'm thinking in the next 5... Nah, it took me a minute to get the doors in place. Maybe in the next 7 or 8 minutes, the first of those hatchling blacksmiths should be an adult. He might get a little uppity and try to get at least one of the other two to mate with him. We'll see what happens. If I can get a farmer in there, that's basically it. Then I can wander away and well, I still gotta lock up 4 of them, but that aside, I can just ignore the whole thing, I think. Provided the farmer actually does whatever makes the most sense with carrots. Replanting them and trading them and using them for mating and whatever. Well, yeah, this is more active than standing there watching them, but I'm not sure it's more interesting. Go drop off that stuff and see what's going on. I don't know if it helped, but I used the 2 doors that I'd had in here. I suppose it didn't help because I've got 7 sitting in this crate because I went over somehow. Alright, what are you guys up to? Anything? No? Good. Oh, stupid. You probably shouldn't be in here. At this point. Maybe later. For now, go get me a farmer. Oh, on that topic. It's kind of looking like I might have carrots to dig up. Which I guess I called plural. Yeah, I'd say like 5 more minutes for whichever of those is older. And then we might... I don't know if that'll help. But I'm out of stuff I can give them at this point. Oh, well, sorta. Having traded with them, I opened up 9. What is wrong with you? Stay, sit. 8. Ooh. Yeah. Well, so if I had... I don't know how much iron I have. I remember I had like 8. Did I have any more? No. Alright, so I could trade off iron to one of those guys. I'm just tired of stacking up reasons why they don't want to mate. I don't know what's wrong with them. Do something. Okay, there's one. And assuming he's not, you know, a pedophile. Okay. Make kids that are farmers do this, make stuff occur. Stop not doing stuff. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What the hell distracted you? Uh-huh. And then also the other one. Yeah, good. What is it? Ah, librarian. Okay. So in about 20 minutes, that's going to be pretty helpful. Probably because I'll be able to unload a whole bunch. I could probably start stacking up a whole bunch of this stuff for emeralds. even if it's a cartographer, which, you know, I hate those things. I can still get a lot of emeralds for paper with those things. And for that matter, even if it's one of those scam artists who wants 36 papers for an emerald. Getting 36 is not difficult. It's half a run down one lane, so... If this is all fully grown, it's actually 39 times 6. So... Which is not the case at the moment, but it's pretty close. I should get at least like 220 out of this, I suppose. Yeah, at least 200, I don't know. Whatever I just say, yeah, 39 times 6 is 234, so... That's a bit. And then that divided by 30, well, it's just dividing what I just multiplied in it. Wait. It's not 6 times 37, it's 12 times 37. Or 39 because of the ends. That's, more. It's like, what, 468, I think? Okay, so now I've got this, which I can do this about. And I'll just find a place for this now. Get out. Just kind of for now. If I don't start jump cutting here, it's not going to be this episode that he grows up, but he's still got about 18 minutes to go, I think. Alright, is there still another 1, 2? I really thought the first of the hatchlings would have grown up by now. I was calling it about 22 minutes because it was... I guess maybe it was more like 3 or 4 minutes in. I guess it doesn't really matter what it is. If it's an armorer, then it doesn't do me any particular good, but it doesn't really hurt me either. It's just numbers right now. I just need 10 villagers of any kind, although at least one of them being a farmer would help a lot. Yeah, so there's one kid, there's 2, and then there's the 3rd, who's now a couple minutes old, and we're just waiting on that. Okay, you know what the hell, come here. You did the thing I told you to do, maybe we can... One of these guys only wants 8. And for that matter, giving him 8 will also tell me what kind of diamond pickaxe he has. Right. I will, once this starts working, have a lot more iron, so I don't miss it. Neat. Okay, Silk Touch is kind of cool. Well, kinda. It's not perfect. But with enough iron, it doesn't hurt me to have. I usually like having Silk Touch on an actual axe. It works better for what I need it for, but the ability to lift up whatever and carry it with me is good, regardless of the tool. And it's not like I already bought the thing, so it doesn't matter much yet. Yeah, with a diamond pickaxe, what I really want is, well, mending, fortune 3, efficiency, whatever. I think that goes up to 5. Which is a little much, especially in the nether. But it's, hey, tall guy. What are you about? Yay! 16, which I don't happen to have. I don't think I have 7. No, I have 3. Okay, well. So what is that? 5. Probably only need 3 more, and I know where a couple are. Or at least 1. There's 1. And that's 1. No, yeah, it wouldn't be in there, would it? There's a bunch of coal downstairs. I'll get to it. I just thought it'd be cool if I suddenly had 16 to hand off to him. Yeah, that. Instead I've got 14 and... Actually, I think there's a bunch of coal underground right around here. I'm sure there's a bunch underground, but I mean like a meter down. Like you can't help seeing it. A surface fossil. But yeah, I think, unless they've been breeding while I wasn't looking, that's 5 that I can see. With, I don't know, 15 minutes to go or so on the librarian scientist looking guy. Are any of these carrots ready? That one looks close, but I don't think... Yeah, no. Alright, so... How much, I just realized something else I could be doing that... Well, now I can't because I don't have time to do it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7... and a half. That's funny. I have exactly enough dirt to build a whole farm system. Because the way I would do it is... Well, there's a tree in my way, but... Set up a farm to look kind of like any of the, you know, the 4 square here. Which means 16, 32, 64. And then these are another 16, leave the middle one open and fill it with water to hydrate the whole thing. So 6 of those with, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 gets me 4 times 16, and then 7.5 gets me 6 by 16, so that's perfect. And it's not something I can pull off in the next couple of minutes, so I could probably actually just do that off camera. It's not that amazing to watch. It's pretty much building out a 4 square thing like this, but instead of the cobblestone crossbeam there, that's actually all dirt. And then the middle one, instead of a torch, is just a little cube of water that hydrates the whole thing. Oh, I don't know what time that one came out. I keep saying hatched because, you know, there are eggs. They're hatched. They're voxels, they're polygons. I don't care what they are. Manifest, how's that for a word? Don't really need these. And oh, did I mention I managed to kill a chicken? I was shoveling along and the thing jumped in front of me, and apparently if you tap a chicken with a diamond shovel, that's the end of the chicken. So I took the other one and threw him in another hole to collect his eggs to make sure I've got enough. Although I've got a stack and a half in here. And then this guy just sort of happened. I don't know where he came from, but he did. So I've got 2 chickens. 1 is pretty safe. At least 4 sheep. I don't think I bred any sheep. I don't remember doing it. Advancements. Where... Yeah, that's not it. I'm not sure even where to look for it. I don't see anything. I don't think I bred anything yet. Oh, I have. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was this game. Alright, and then the fourth one just happened because I didn't do that. Well, alright, let's give these guys one last chance to grow up and or breed. I'm not sure I care at this point. Yep. Someone grew up. Is it you? Wait. No. What are you? Yeah, okay. And then you... 16, that sounds familiar. Oh. Alright, so I've got one of each right now. And these are never anything more than just iron axe, right? Oh, what? Does he know that? I did give each of them bread. Maybe this will happen. Look out, look out, look out. I gotta go. Leave me alone. I'm not here. I'm hoping this is far enough away I don't distract them. Oh, come on, I'm over time. Just make this happen. Was it the other one before? Come on, if you both do this, we get maybe a farmer. Cleaning out my trackball real quick. It's really hard to... The literal trackball isn't in there. I've got it in my hand, so... Ugh, like half a cat in here. Okay. Better. Where am I? Do stuff. Well, that was disappointing. Must you be who, what? Come here, dummy. Sun's gonna set too, that doesn't help. Yeah, boring. What's wrong with you? You know, one thing I don't know, you'd think I would. I've wondered this about 1,000 times. So I've got the librarian guy, he's gonna grow up in a few minutes. If I give him a lot of paper and instigate breeding, but he doesn't breed, and then give him a lot more paper, and that also instigates breeding, assuming those are separate, can he, like, create and distribute bread or something? You'd think that would make sense. I don't know if it's how it works. I've never heard of it working. I've never heard anyone ask. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Quick nap and I'll see what's going on with them in the morning. So I'd really like it if they just sort of ejected a farmer for me. You guys still doing the thing? Okay. Come on, do the thing. Make the farmer happen. Do not give me like a nitwit or I'll punch you. Actually, I'll punch the nitwit. It's ill-advised because, you know, iron golems happen eventually and get angry at you, but there's little more fun than just punting those hatchlings, especially when they're going to be useless when they grow up. Oh, come on. How many... Here's where the... Okay, there. So you two work this out. Come on. Someone do something. Oh, wonderful. Now he's in on it. So you're all in... Yeah. And then all of you look down all at once at the... No. Damn it. Come on. No. Nothing. Okay. What the hell? What is over there that you need all of a sudden? Oh, God. I gotta go grab carrots so I can do stuff with carrots. sure the instant I stop recording, they'll suddenly mate and give me something really cool that we could talk about. On the other hand, I don't know what the hell to... Even if it were a farmer, it's just not all that fascinating to watch a kid running around without carrots to pull up right now, because I just... Oh, there's some... You doing something? If it's a farmer, we'll know, because it'll run over to those carrots. Yeah. Good. Do better. Do... No! Can't stand you people, you're just so stupid. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna... I'll call it, and... well, whatever comes out, I guess I'll remember to mention what it was next time, if anyone cares. Doesn't seem worth it to wait around and find out. Unless that did anything. Are you gonna grow up? Did I give you... No, I have a paper for you, but... I don't know when you're gonna... I think it's like another 5 minutes on him. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'll come back sometime when I've got at least 10 of them, and 4 of them are all locked up, and... the village actually exists as it's meant to exist. So... now's your chance to jump out and make me change my mind, and you're not going to. Alright, well then I'll see you next time. Bye.